All right, Kwam Yashala. Kwam Yashala. Kwam Yashala. I know we had the brothers, y'all were told to put away your cameras and phones and all that, but now you can take them out, okay, Kun? So we were just respecting the wishes of the brother and the sister, okay? And so you can take them out now. So here we are, again, the 9th Hebrew Summit. So give the Most High Yahweh Hallelujah. 9th Hebrew Summit. And again, all the summits are successful, brother, in the spirit of Mashiach Yahushai. All of them are successful. Why? Because we're in Hamashiach Yahushai. We're doing it how Hamashiach Yahushai wanted to be done. Okay, Khan? So our responsibility as the mashara yarsharahla, which means government of Israel. So you can understand, government of Israel. Mashara yarsharahla, government of Israel. So you say, well, what are we trying to do? Set up the government of Israel? You're damn right. You're damn right we're trying to set it up. But in Yahushai, how Yahushai gave us the blueprint to set it up. Yahushai don't have to come down here and tell us what to do, brother. Okay, it's here. He already did that, didn't he? He already gave us the blueprint, how to set it up. And all we got to do is follow the guidelines. So what the hell is wrong with us? All we got to do is follow the guidelines, all right? But the spirit of Mashiach is with us in the spiritual world, all right? So we got to understand that by us coming together, and I want somebody to read, Shanya, where Shanya go? Just stand up and read Isaiah 45, I believe it's 20. Was it assemble yourselves together? Did he teach us to assemble ourselves? So we got to stop wasting time. We have to come together, all right, before the destruction come upon us unawares. So we have to come together. And so what we did, what the Heavenly Father showed us, all right, when we started the summits, all right, way back a couple years ago in Washington, D.C. Who was there? Were brothers there? Sisters were there? In Washington, D.C. with the first summit. Okay, Khan? And when we started that, we didn't have the structure that we have now. Okay, Khan? But the Most High showed us to put a structure together, put a council together, and put brothers together. We even got an officers' council structured now. Okay? We even got a security team structured now. We even got a military training structured now. Khan? So we're building. It's a nation being built from the ground up, grassroots. Okay, Khan? So the Most High show us this is the time to do it now. And this is the spirit of Yahushai, brother. The spirit of Yahushai is showing us now is the time. Okay, he said now is the time of the day of thy salvation. Now is the time. Okay, Shanya, read that, Isaiah 45 and 20, right quick.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 20. Assemble yourselves and come. Draw near together.
Yeah, assemble together and come. Draw near. So this is why we have the summits. We try to have them every 3 or 4 months. Con? Just at the last summit, the last place that we wanted to have the summit, we couldn't get it. All right, so the Spirit showed us to give ourselves some more time. So we had it again here in North Carolina. Okay, and the brother, Yahweh's camp, Zaquan, the elder Yahweh's camp, came up and said, I'll host it. So that's what we want. The brothers to step forward. I'll host it. All right, and he stepped forward, he hosted it. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money hosting a summit. All right, a lot of efforts being put forth to bring the summits together. You're talking about you got to find a venue, you got to find a place, you got to get food, all right? You got to get security, you got to get all these things, and it takes a lot. So the brother stepped up and he did it. So we want to give Zaquan, the elder, a hand for putting it together. All right? And we're going to continue the summits, brother. We're going to continue them. All right, the spirit of Mashiach Yahushua. All right, because he wants us to come together. Was that it, Shanya?
There's more.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Ye that are escaped of the nations.
That's us. That's Israel. Right? We're scattered in the nations. Go ahead.
They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image and pray unto a God that cannot save.
All right. Okay. So, but we know Yahweh Mashiach Yahushua is going to save us. Okay, out of the hand of our enemies. All right, but we just got to do the right thing. All right, and we know the ones of our people that are negative, right? They have that rebellious spirit. They don't want this to happen, but we're going to continue on the spirit of Mashiach Yahushua and continue to do it and bring brothers together. From the first summit to the 9th summit, more brothers have been brought together. More brothers are able to network. More brothers are able to communicate with each other. Okay? Barriers are being broken down. Where before it was like you didn't even salute the brother. You walk by a camp, you see the camp, you don't salute. All right? Because they weren't part of your camp. But all that is broken down now. All right? And it's being fulfilled what Yahweh say. All right? To love one another. That's what we're trying to fulfill. And that's the last thing that we got to break. All right? We have the knowledge and wisdom of the Most High. Right? We have the blueprint, but that love of one another, and that brotherhood of one another, is like, y'all, we make it so hard. Why is it so hard? Huh? We make it so hard, man. And so this is the problem with Israel. All right? And you know that's where Satan lies. He don't want you to love one another. All right? Try to keep us separated. But we're trying to break those barriers down. Yeah, it takes work, but we have to work at it. See? So we can't fall into that lust where we say you give in to Satan's mentality, that evil mentality. All right, I'm not going to salute him because he ain't like me. My camp is better than his camp. No old competition and that old madness. So we got to stop that. So we got to rise above that. And so this is what we're doing. And so the Most High, I want to see us continue. And it starts small. So I know this small congregation, right? But it starts small. This is where it starts. Okay, Con? So we're going to continue on. And so this is what I want to do. I want to announce the mashara, yarsharahla council up here. So all the brothers, all right, all the brothers that are here on the council, I want you all to stand. All right, all the brothers on the council. I'm just going to announce the brothers' names who's part of the council. All right, the mashara, yarsharahla. All right, and I'm going to start from my right and on down to my left. We're just going to announce so that as a witness, you brothers and sisters can see who's the head and the leaders and the council of the mashara, yarsharahla. And again, in Yahweh Shai, this is just the beginning. Some of you are going to be council members. Some of you are going to be elders. All right. The brothers we're reading the scriptures in the Shabbat service, where the Most High says, set up officers, set up elders. All right. Set up magistrates, and so on and so forth. The priests. All right. They're all coming back. You see the Levite priests all coming back. All right. So right. So we read that. So and you brothers, there's some of you brothers. But we got to start somewhere. So you got to start with leadership. The Most High told Moses, right? Set up officers just like yourself. That's right. There's 70 officers just like yourself, and go amongst the tribes and get these men. So Moses, you don't wear yourself out. All right? And Moses did that. And so he set up officers and priests, officers, and elders amongst the people. All right? So here's what the Most High shows us to do. So the first brother on my right, start with the brother Mathathua. All right? He's an elder in Israel. Actually, he came out of Jamaica, came to America, came to the house of David. All right? But he was running a camp in Jamaica, all right, for years before he came to America and to the house of David. So we want to give the brother Mathathua, he's the correspondence. All right? He's over the correspondence department of the mashara, yarsharahla, so we're going to give Mathathua a hand, okay? That's Mathathua. And then next is the brother hosting this summit, all right? That's Zaquan, Elder Zaquan, been in truth for a long time, all right, over 25 years, all right? And now when he was in New York, in the camps, way back when we were Sons of Thunder at One West, but now he came down here in North Carolina. The Most High, nobody else had to push him. He set up a camp, all right, kept on teaching the Most High's word, and now here he is with a camp of his own in North Carolina in the spirit of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So that's Elder Zaquan of Yahweh's camp. He's the next brother, elder of the mashara. And then you have Banyamyan. Y'all know Banyamyan, Khan. Ben been around for 30 years in the truth. 30 years in the truth. And Ben, he's the type of brother that will help you out. He'll give his last. Okay, we know him. All right, we know him. He'll give his last to you. All right. Sometimes we gotta tell him, Ben, you can't just give everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some discretion. But that's Ben. He's that type of brother, right? And that's what the Most High wants us to do. But Banyamnan, you know, he's very well versed in the scriptures. Come, y'all know about him, right? Very, very well versed. That's the talent the Most High gave him. Very versed in the scriptures. You got a photographic memory. All right, photographic. So you want to know a scripture? Ask Ben. All right, come. So that's Banyamnan, 30 years in truth. He's the next elder, all right, on the mashara yarsharahla council. Banyamnan. And he's over. I meant to say, before I came to Ben, I meant to say Zaquan is the recorder. All right? He is the recorder of in that department. He is a writer. This brother has a lot of books. You're going to see it later on. He wrote a lot of books. He got national attention. He got books in Barnes and Nobles, okay? All over the place, on eBay, Amazon. He got books. So he's a writer, so he's a recorder of the mashara yarsharahla. Khan? Banyamnan is the treasurer, all right, of the mashara yarsharahla. Khan? So we need a treasurer also. We need a recorder. David had a recorder. He had a treasurer, right? Come when you read the scriptures. So we're trying to set these departments back up, okay, in Hamashiach Yahushua. So Ben is the treasurer. And then to my left here is Parza. Y'all know Parza, Khan? Right. Parza is like a national spokesman for the Spanish tribes, international. He travels all over the place. And he's well versed in Spanish. He's going to show you a little bit later. He's well versed in Spanish. And it's high time for us to go to these Spanish-speaking countries and get our Spanish-speaking brothers, right? To get them to wake up also. And so we have a brother who has that talent, and we send him. He's going to Brazil. He's going to Belize. All right, he's in Mexico now. All right, all over South America, Central America. This is the brother we can send. All right, and where else? India. And now, that's right, his next stop is India. He's going to India. Yeah, East India, for 3 months. Is anybody that speaks Spanish there? I don't know, but he's going to be there. And you know what I'm saying? So he's very, very talented, but very intelligent, all right? This is Parza, all right? And he's from the Ohio camp. Now he's living in Mexico, but he's originally from the Ohio camp. So that's his department. He's international spokesman of the Spanish tribes and so on and so forth. Okay, Hallelujah. Okay, and then we have Nathaniel Allah. Okay? Nathaniel Allah. Everybody know Nathaniel Allah? Okay? Nathaniel Allah, he's the one that's going to push the laws. All right? Pushing the laws and statutes to enforce those commandments. All right? They've already wrote a book. They've already got all the commandments categorized. All right? He brought it out the last summit. He's going to probably bring it out this summit also. And so Nathaniel Allah been in truth 30 years. All right, 30 years. So he's worthy to sit on the council. And he has knowledge, he has wisdom, and the Most High gave him that spirit to enforce those laws and statutes and commandments. And y'all know this brother. And this brother he's humble. So when you go to him, he's going to humbly respond to you in the spirit of Mashiach Yahushua. Yeah, he moved to Mexico too. What is it with Mexico? Everybody's moving to Mexico? Huh? Y'all telling us something we don't know? Huh? Yeah, it's cheaper and better to live. But originally part of the Ohio camp, all right, originally, but they live in Mexico now. We consider the Ohio camp. Right. Well, we go back and forth. Yeah, they go back and forth, so they're still part of Ohio camp. But that's Nathaniel Allah, highly intelligent, and the Most High Yahushua is with him. All right, you can see it. All right, and they're very analytical. All right, so they got things written down. They write things down. All right, we got to keep up with them on the council. We got to keep up with them. All right, so they have things written down, and those laws and statutes they have written down. Okay, Khan? So that's Nathaniel Allah. And then next is Shalimar. Shalimar, right? From the Light of Zion in Florida. How about that? That's Shalimar. All right, now Shalimar, 30 years in the truth, okay? Got a lot of experience. And there's one thing about Shalimar, as you're going to notice, he does that Shabbat service like the back of his hand. That's why we just let him run it. All right? We just let him run the Shabbat service. Because there's something about him, the Spirit's on him to run that Shabbat service. All right? He's the one that announces the Torah portion every Shabbat. That's Shalimar, the Torah portion. And then with the Torah portion, like the brother announced earlier, We're going to announce it now and put it through the social media every Shabbat.
Right. Mashara, yarsharahla Facebook page. We'll have the announcement. Yeah. We'll have the Torah portion for this week.
Hallelujah.
And I know there's other brothers that put the Torah portion on WhatsApp and the other social media outlets.
Right. All right, so that's Shalimar, the light of Zion. All right, Shalimar is our planning department. All right, planner of operations. So whenever there's a summit, who you think got the planning, got it all planned out and everything? That's Shalimar. He's the one that's the planner of operations. So the next summit, Shalimar gonna plan that. Next summit after that, Shalimar gonna plan that. See? So it's a lot of work that's being done to get these summits going and get the mashara structured. All right, so we have these departments, and these brothers, they do a good job. All right, it's a lot of work involved, so they do a good job. So that's Shalimar from the light of Zion. Come? Okay, get Shalimar. And what would Israel be without priests? All right, Kahan, the priest. That's Kahan, the next brother, the priest. Levi's in the house, is there Levites? You're going to be under Kahan.
That's right.
Any Levites out there, you're going to be under Kahan. That's the priest, all right, the yarsharahla. Okay, Khan? And he's going to get that department, all right, shored up. All right, because Israel, you know the Levite priests are coming back. You know that. All right, certain sacrifices will come back too. All right, read the scriptures. It's all coming back. The priests of Aaron, Zadok, they're all coming back. Khan? They're coming back in Yahushua. They're all coming back. The priest of Zadok, right. All right. Okay, they're all coming back. So this is Kahan from the light of Zion.
I said he's doing putting together a Hebrew community over in Haiti right now also.
He just came from Haiti. He's establishing a community over in Haiti because, as you know, Levi hated the Haitians over there. They need it. They need the truth. All right? And you know Haiti is like the poorest island on the earth. All right? But the brother went over there a few years ago and started teaching the truth. And they caught on, just went back over there. So now the brothers, he has brothers that are coming in now. So when he go back over there, he can establish a community. And there you go. So the yarsharahla is all over the place, brother. We're going all over the place. We're going to tell you about Israel too. Okay? Mathatha will tell you about Israel too. Okay? So that's Kahan. All right? The priest, his department is the priest of the yarsharahla. Anybody that's a Levite or whatever, the priest in the priesthood is going to be under Kahan. Khan? And Kahan been in the truth over 25 years also. A lot of knowledge and wisdom. And the Most High is with him. For as much as he traveled, the Most High got to be with him. Understand? A man travels everywhere. All right? And when you travel, the scripture say about a man who travels, much knowledge, wisdom, and experience is with that man. Okay? All right, Khan? So that's Kahan. Light of Zion. All right? And then we have the next brother, Karash. Y'all know Karash, right? Karash been in the truth over 30 years also, okay? And the one thing about Karash, he's humble, all right? He has a lot of knowledge. I mean, he's one of the best researchers I've ever seen. You know, Karash will sit there and research. I can't take that much time to research. Karash, can you research this for me? See, and he'll do it. He's one of the best researchers I've ever seen. All right, the man goes deep into everything. He put his hands to. But that's the talent the Most High gave him. He's a very good researcher, and he can educate you in the truth. He's like an educator. There's something about him, right? And so, yeah. So Karash is part of the council. He's a counselor for the yarsharahla. So anybody with any kind of situations, problems, you need counseling. All right, just like he was up here with the marriage certificate and signing. Karash, go to Karash. All right, he's the counselor of the yarsharahla. So, and he's going to establish that when he gets up here to speak, and he's going to let you know how to contact him and so forth. All right, Khan? So that's Karash. Karash was basically part of the Ohio camp, should I say, or just? Yeah, Ohio camp. Well,
like an evangelist.
okay, he's an evangelist. Okay, I know he's living in Ohio now, but yeah. So that's Karash. All right. So give Karash a hand. Yes, that's right. He's also an artist. Okay, Karash is a very, very good artist. He can draw. Okay, a lot of these symbols and the swords going through the shields and all that. Karash. All right, he's a very good artist. Okay, that's another one of his talents. Okay, next is Ash. Right? Ash. Everybody know Ash. Okay, from the house of David. That's Ash. And Ash again been in the truth 30 years. And I'm not talking, when I say these brothers been in the truth that long, they didn't take no sabbatical, brother. They didn't take a 10-year sabbatical. Nothing like that. All right? Steady in the truth 30 years. You hear, brother, I took 5 years off, but I'm coming back now. No. There is no sabbatical. You're an Israelite, you're a Hebrew, that's it. You don't take time off, go back out in the world and come back when you feel like it. So it's not like that. So Ash been in 30 years straight. 30 years, straight 30 years. Understand? Over 30 years. And Ash is part of the security department of the mashara, yarsharahla. You know, Ash is an expert in jiu-jitsu, karate. He's like a black belt. All right, most of the brothers here, he didn't train. All right, up here. All right, back when we was at One West and part of Mount Zion, he trained everybody. He trained Boston single-handedly. Okay, y'all know the camp that was in Boston? All right, some of y'all remember, some of y'all may not remember. But nevertheless, he trained them brothers. Okay, he trained them brothers in Boston, okay, single-handedly. All right, no help. No help. All right, this is back in the early 90s and so forth. But he trained them brothers and trained a lot of brothers sitting up here. So Ash is part of that department, the security department, training department, military department. Come? Okay, because why? We're gonna need that. You can't build a nation with no military. And brothers gotta be trained. Brothers are sick, they're getting foots cut off, legs cut off. You know what I'm saying? You got high blood pressure, you got diabetes, you got tuberculosis, you got asthma, right? You gotta train, you gotta stay in shape. And then you got to go according to the dietary law, which you're not doing. All right? We got to begin to do that. So all this we're going to do as part of the building process of the mashara. So that's Ash from the house of David, and he's a council member of the mashara Allah and an elder, okay, of the mashara Allah. Come, so give Ash. And so that's all the brothers, come? Okay. So that's all the brothers. So Yeshabim, the brothers. The brother announced me. So I'm like a national spokesman, come? And I just, whatever we agree with to bring out to the public, I just bring it out and announce it, come? Because we went over all this. All this that we see us about to bring out, we went over it already. We were up until like 12 o'clock midnight last night. Yeah, later than that, right? Later than that. Yeah. But we were up late. And so getting this all together, all right? And so it's very, very important. So we got to put in the legwork now, okay? You got to put in that work, all right? And Shanya, stand up and get where it says labor to bring forth. I think it's Micah. That's why I show him one more scripture. It's Micah, right? 4 and 10. 4 and 10, I believe, yeah. Micah 4 and 10. This is what it says. Read that.
The book of Micah, chapter 12, verse 10. Be in pain and labor.
See? Be in pain and labor. Right? It hurts, doesn't it? Sometimes you're hurting. But remember, how should I say, bear the cross. Bear your cross. Bear your burdens. But still do what? Still endure. That's what he said. Bear that cross. Because in much affliction, you're going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Come? So who are you to back out now? So Yahushua turned to the 70 disciples. He said, no, the 70 disciples already left. He turned to the 12 and said, you're going to leave me also? And the 70 disciples, he gave them a little bit of spiritual power. Remember, they went out casting out devils and all that. And they still left him. See? They still left. They didn't endure. So we're talking about you got to endure. Be in pain. Sometimes it does hurt. When economically you don't have the resources to pay your bills, that hurts. You know, your wife leave you or whatever, that hurts. Children, something happened, that hurts. Your husband leave you, whatever, vice versa, that hurts. These afflictions come upon you, yeah, that hurts. But still follow the Mashiach Yahushua. See? Because only the Mashiach Yahushua can redeem you from that hurt and pain you're going through. And that's why you set up your prayers. Your prayers are very important. That's how you're going to be redeemed. All right? Go ahead, Shanya.
Be in pain and labor to bring forth.
Labor to bring it forth. See, labor. It's a labor to bring forth this kingdom. Labor to bring forth the mashara. Labor. We got to labor in it. How's the most I going to hand it to you scot-free with no labor, no work ethic, no nothing? We have to labor at this. So it takes works. And the Most High said he's going to reward every man according to his work. It takes works. Go ahead, Shanya.
O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail, for now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field.
Okay, go ahead.
And thou shalt go even to Babylon.
Go ahead.
There shalt thou be delivered.
There in Babylon, and we're in Babylon the Great here. There shalt thou be delivered. All right, but we have to labor to bring forth. It takes works. And that's what we're looking for brothers to do. Brothers and sisters, it takes works. So we can't just sit back and say, I'm waiting on Yahushua. He said the kingdom is where? Within you. See, begin to present yourself as like the kingdom of heaven. Display the kingdom of heaven now. What you waiting on? See? So that's why the love of brethren, brotherhood, display that now. Don't wait, well, I'll wait till the kingdom before I acknowledge my brother. That's wicked as hell. So we got to start now. So Shanya, that's it. So we're going to move forward. And so we're going to start. Each brother's going to come up and represent their department, all right, that they're over. And then they're going to present their department, how their department can move forward, the mashara, the government of Israel, forward. All right, so you brothers can see that this council of elders is the core of the mashara, along with you brothers and sisters, the congregation, and we're going to try to move it forward and build it up. Kun? Okay, the first one is Karash. All right, Karash, if you can stand up, right, and come over.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Brothers
Shalom.
and sisters, young and old, those who are here, those who are not, those who are bond and free. Praise the Yahweh by Shimei Shai. I want to get Brother read for me Jeremiah 3:1. We just had a very spiritual, spontaneous marriage and just go straight with the Lord. We got a little itinerary, but the Lord got an itinerary. He said that right in there because it's flowing with everything that we're doing, and it flows with Israel from the beginning of Adam up until the day of Yahushua, of Yahweh, the husband, like I read earlier, and us being the woman. We are that bride. And so this is just remarrying back to the Father. And with the mediator being Yahushua Mashiach, officiating all the ceremony of our coming back to the Lord. Okay? That's right, on Jeremiah 3:1.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith Yahweh.
So here we are. The Lord, get Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 42:7. Write these down. These are basic scriptures to establish you, and us, to be part of that ceremony of being remarried back to the Father. So he got angry at us. Like brothers get angry at their woman and they go against him. And through process, we We know we all hate it. No one can say they love divorce. We all hate it, but it happened. The Lord divorced us. Okay? But now he's saying, return, O Israel. So how do we return? This is not an automatic thing. Any of y'all, I ain't got to write that. Lord ain't got to write it. We know return is not going to do it. How you doing? Let's get back together. Let's have some dates, call. You got to go through a process. We got to go through a process of building the love the Father has for us. Because the Father never lost his love. We the ones that messed up on our love to him. We broke the contract and the covenant. Okay? Ecclesiastes 42:7.
Ecclesiastes chapter 42, verse 7. Deliver all things in number and weight, and put all in writing, that thou givest out or receive it in.
So you're giving in marriage, you're receiving. This is business. Life is business. I mean, we're getting busy in the order and the business of the Father. So whatever we're doing is in writing, whether the scriptures, I'm going to show you where, I'm just going to read it. I mean, I'm going to quote it. Tobit 7:13-14. That is the writing that we just did today of the marriage, where the writing was done by the father and the mother. Not a white man's our father and mother. He the one that do all that, but that's when it was done. Or a witness or someone in authority over the woman and man. Could be uncle, guardian. So it was written out, okay? Then after that, the feast. That's the wedding. After that, they went to the marriage chamber, and it was consummated. That's the order of how it was done. Now, if it's done, out of order, the Lord still speaks about it being spiritual because the marriage comes from on high. That's just particulars. Good example, Mary and Joseph. She was found with child before they had the wedding. That's what that means. I mean, that love was there. They, courting, a couple months they was doing it. You know how it is, get in the barn and a little couple drinks. And it's already your wife in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? That good young back there. And they was in love. That's the key. Love is first. And they just happened to get married. You know the old tradition. Now that she's pregnant, she can't wear that white, going to the altar with the belly out. And that's what he was kind of stressed about. She was pregnant before they had the wedding, not before, how they teach you, she was pregnant by some spirit around there that did three things. This Holy Spirit overshadowing something in Gabriel. That's like a gang rape or something to me. I mean, that is not how it happened. They just came to announce, you're going to have this child, right? Name him Yahushua. He's going to be great. He shall. Shall is the key. Shall is future tense. The angel came to Manoah and his wife. You shall have a child, name him Samson, don't let his hair grow.